More importantly, how excited I am for today because my good friend Fa's here, and I've heard her story before. Some of you guys have heard her story. I know some of her PowerPoint that she's sharing, and you'll see some familiar faces in some of these pictures, which is taking me back, that's for sure, and how problematic some youth are. No, I'm just kidding. Primarily Seth. So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So really excited for Fa. So if Fa and Gina, if you guys can come up. Gina is working behind the scenes all the time for Fa and her ministry. She lives in Wooster, Ohio, and they partner together. And so it's really excited to have Gina and Fa here. They're going to share a little bit, and then they're going to go through PowerPoints and videos and stuff. And please give your attention to them because, like, there's a lot of people that say that they're Christians but don't act like it. And there's people that don't necessarily project about how Christian they are. They just act like it. And that's Fa. Like, Fa loves Jesus, and people that talk to her know she loves Jesus. And God has opened crazy doors for her in Thailand, and maybe you'll hear about some of those. But I don't give this stamp to a lot of people, but she is the real deal. And so, yeah, just really excited to hear what you have to say this morning. So I'll let you say it.
Well, good morning. Good morning, Living Hope. We are very, very grateful to be here, and thank you for welcoming us into your family this morning on this very special day to honor your pastor. I want to share before Fa does just a little bit about our ministry and what we're doing, and then Fa's going to kind of take it from there. So our ministry, Grow, we exist. Our mission, our passion is to rescue children who've been abused and are very high risk to being taken into the slave trade. And most of our work right now is in northern Thailand, even though this problem is a global issue. So we work to identify children, mostly Hill Tribe people groups. They're a minority group that's very much looked down upon and oppressed in Thailand. And a lot of the kids are trafficked from these people groups. So that's where we work and identify the kids that nobody else can help, nobody else wants. Those are the kids we want. Those are the kids we seek to help. So those children, if they meet our requirements and we have room for them on our campus, we can bring them into our homes. And they live with families in a family-style home, about 8 children per home. And those kids can learn how to live in a family. They can feel God's love. They hear the gospel. They can heal through many of our programs and activities. But we also want to reach their families because God created a family for unique reasons, right? I think we can all agree with that. Sometimes that broken family, though, really cuts deep into the heart of a child. So if we can heal the family, we want to do that. So we reach out to them, mom, dad, grandparents, whoever might still be alive and involved in that child's life. And we want to heal them too. We want to build relationships. We want to share the gospel. We want the kids eventually to have a relationship with their families again. So we've actually had 20 children return to their homes with healthy families. And so we're very grateful for that. If a child cannot have that experience to actually go home, then we will keep them and care for them until they finish high school, go on to college, get a job, whatever their aspirations are. So we work with children, we work with families, and the last thing we do is we want to impact communities. Because the communities that we're working in are very poor, they're very disadvantaged, they need a lot of help. So if we can lift them up, we want to do that. You'll see, maybe you passed our table out in the lobby. Those are some things our kids make, and they're art therapy classes, and other things are from the people groups we need to help. We need to raise them up. We want them to be able to support their families financially so they don't feel the need to sell or use their children in order to survive. So all of those things go to help the communities, and everything goes right back to help our ministry. So if you'd like to help us that way, please stop by. So this story, Fa this ministry really came out of Fa's story, what she has gone through. Some of you may be familiar with her story, and how she's allowing God to use her story to help other people that were in situations similar to hers. So we're going to start a video with a video. It's called Rewrite Their Future. In this video, you will see videos of our children at the Grow Home. And the first caption you're going to read, you'll have to read this. The first caption is what their life was like and where they were headed. But then it's rewritten, and we put what their life is like now and where they're headed now. So take a look at this video, and then Fa will share. Thank you.
Good morning, Living Hope Community family. So privileged to be back here again, and it's so exciting, so honored that Pastor Mike give a time for us for growth. So if you hear my heart now, my heart's dancing like elephant, like super busy, and so exciting about that. So. Let me see. I don't know how to. Okay, here we go. I'm so excited about how to gonna be share with you and this morning, and then I hope you're gonna be pick up my English accents, right? So it's so hard and so exciting to be like sharing, but I believe everything have God plans and purpose to be here. Even like very crazy schedule you always have, schedule on time, right? Today maybe a little bit late to have lunch. How's that? So maybe you don't like. So thank you so much for having us to be here again. I heard that it's like Pastoral Appreciation Day today, but this morning I just feel like Pastor Mike. He said that I cannot do anything, today my day to be rest. But I feel like his heart itchy, like he always moving and doing things person. A day he have to stop, do nothing, impossible for him, right? So I know because we had been work with him and his wife and the team when they came back to 2017 in June. And he's just like supernatural leader of understanding cross communication and culture. And then like young, I just feel like God will using him more and more. But I don't know where, I don't know how, but I can do only one thing, is pray for him and his wife. So actually we met at some kind of conference, GoIM in New England. And then so like there's a friend developed, and God had been blessed a lot. So now I'm going to share about my story a little bit. You already have been heard before. You cannot be tired to hear again. So, and hear more what God doing in the same story, the same person, how God working through. So I was born in the northern Thailand called Chiang Rai. It's really nearby the border. So we can go to the border just like 3 hours by car. And then you can go across to Myanmar, across to Laos as well. It is not easy for my family because when I born, we have nothing, no electric, no water system. And I am a youngest of 12, number 12. Jesus have disciple 12. So I just think that soon I born, my family need Jesus right away, because we need Jesus. My family need Jesus. But my mom and my dad not really know about Jesus because the whole village, we are able to hear, understanding the word of God from only one person, a pastor who can read. But the rest of that, no one had Bible and cannot read it. But we trust and believe that, right? So when I born, even my village, my family is so poor. Poor is mean no fans, no electric, no clothes, no food enough, like no TV, no car, no AC, nothing. We live like so poor, built by the bamboo huts, and then living with chicken, pigs together, hug, and But every morning we clean up, that's the way we live. So even the village, because my family is so poor, even the village, the member of the village community, us not even really welcome, accepting us, because my dad, he is using drugs. My dad used opium, and then, make your teeth black, and they have that too. Most of the village, they did that. And then he's smoking too. So when stranger came to the village, always point to my family, to my dad, go to this house, have a lot of girls. My dad drinking as well. In the third floor, when I saw distant far away, so when I'm hiding in they are drinking inside, then I'm hiding in the door. I just look at it, what are they going to do that? They offer my dad $10. But my dad just he's do like this, and then he refused that money. I don't know what is going on. My dad is really good dad. He played with us, he loved music. So that's why my name is Fa. Just remember that. You love music, right? This morning I saw Dylan singing, and then, another worship leader singing music, really beautiful when you work, when you are in the car, or when you work outside your body, exercise thing. When you hear music, my name just suffice, do, re, mi, fa. You just stop that, right? Oh, I know one lady from Thailand, her name is Fa. But don't go to my real name, Sumitra Sherman, don't go that, because it's going to be really like, what is your name mean, right? So just go with that. The melody of make your heart happy, happy and like that. So when I born, it's really not easy because my dad, after my mom died, my mom died because of health problem. And then my dad became alcoholic. He drinking, smelling, all kind of thing. He beat his children, from one to another, run. And then I saw my dad beat my sister when we stand in the bamboo hut, where we sit down there. And then my sister had pee out, all pee came out. And then I'm like crying. I don't know how to help my sister. But I just say, not going to be happen this. I'm going to run. Many times my dad beat me. But one time I cannot run away. I was like, whoa. I was ended up to hospital. He beat me so bad. So many things I'm not able to remember because my brain is like so bad. And I was in a hospital, but this hospital, then I have to direct to orphan home. I don't want to be orphan home at all. Do you want to? I don't want. I don't know. First of all, I don't know anybody. When I'm in orphan home, I heard about Jesus. I learned about Jesus. And then I saw people, they read the Bible. You know, it's the Bible. It's a black book, a blue book. I just feel like people, they are so crazy. Everybody read the same book, no colorful. It's so boring, you know. Why they are crazy about this? Why they're talking about Jesus? You never see Jesus. But one student told me, if you need help, Jesus can help you. Ask him. Well, I'm a girl up read cartoon, you know, like story before bed story. 3 wish. I asked Jesus, where are you? Who you are? Why you are so cool? How you can save? Why you die and why I cannot see you? If you are real God, Jesus, help me to know you in person, not just name like this. And I asked the second is, help me to be a good student because I am from the Hill tribe, the minority group, and then we are just like lotus flowers. They came out of the water. This is really beautiful, but we are not. We are under the concrete on the road. People go past back and put down and down, a stronger, and a really tiny, small person. Nobody in the country. Still today, I don't have a birth certificate. But God's mercy and love, I am here today. So the third wish I asked God for, help me to forgive my dad. I don't know the word of forgive when I'm in orphan home. Well, this has changed my life forever. Because when I listen to a worship song and I'm dancing, all kind of things, you know, like Sunday school, all kind of things, so encouraging myself, my heart, and my soul. And I just like, I would like to receive Jesus, my Lord and my Savior. When I was 15 years, I'm open to my heart. I welcome Jesus in my life. And I became crazy reading the Bible. You know, I cannot stop. You know, I am one of the ones who's very crazy about the Bible. Just like, wow, Jesus changed me forever. From that day until today and forever in my life. Jesus is real. He not fake. He is living. From that time, I pray I want to be a good student. So I became a good student, number 1 in the class, able to attend better school, and I got scholarship from that time until college. I got scholarship, half of that. But anyways, and then the forgiveness to my dad, I cannot do it. When I'm often home, I got nightmare, I have trauma, I'm hurt myself. I never able to contact eyes to anybody. My best friend is my toes. I walk in, I'm talking, yes, I cannot contact her. Whenever I'm contact her to somebody, I feel like my black bone inside shaking and crying, screaming. But Jesus rescues me. When I was in junior year in college, I was able to forgive my dad. I saw my dad, I took the bus from Chiang Mai, the city, where the city is a tire of the world, would like to retirement to live there, even today, right? And then we took the bus to the mountain, go to the mountain. The bus is like, 70, 100 years old, and they can't stop anywhere in the middle of nowhere, no air, no nothing, and nobody can contact. You have to wait 5 or 6 hours, somebody come and fix it. But I saw my dad like far away when I visit, my black bone inside shaking. I'm crying didn't even say anything to him. We went to my dad's little hut, and we have all like tea by bamboo, mug and then wood. I don't have very nice mug or nice bad tea like this morning you drink. I just like, wow, my dad's, we forgive each other so many things. I didn't even remember what we have conversation, but I feel like I cry a lot. My tear can be a river. My dad told me that your God is so powerful, and that we are forgive each other. I'm totally no have nightmare anymore. I don't even recognize that when is nightmare gone. When is I never hurt myself, try to kill myself. I don't want to live, but I don't want to die. I don't know what is that, but in Thai, I really know, understand it. But that is happened in my life, and then that's never crossed my mind. But my dad, he died after I graduated from university. This is my short version story, and Jesus rescued me by the Bible or the Word of God. But take for a long time to forgive my dad, a lot. So this is how my life had been. Some of you already know what I'm doing. You know, like the title is really important in US, right? When somebody asks me, what do you do before you grow? I'm just like, what do you title? I'm just like, I don't know what that means. So today I would like to share that because of that, I'm a co-founder of Grow. So have a pastor from Ohio, Worcester, Ohio, Grace Church, also co-founder and country director of the country. So I have a lot of working a lot. I do a lot of construction work for the ministry, and then in charge of that. And also for just COVID time, not able to come visit in US to share about the ministry. So I'm able to pray and ask God using my life more for development myself, develop ministry, and then to help other people, organizations, nonprofits, according with the government. So I took 2 degrees. It's a Master of Social Workers, and then another degree is Master of Christian Administration from Bangkok Bible Seminary. So I took that and I studied and I prayed and I asked God, I'm able to be a part of the children, help children ministry, like Pennsylvania State, right? We are just Chiang Rai Proverbs, and help and non-profit organization with government. This is a lot of work. Government is really strict, but we have to stand for the children, the right things, the right way for them. Because this is a few that the student able to. So I'm here not only just talk about myself, but I'm shared about the Grow Ministry. We have the student about like 6 different languages. So English is not my 6th language, actually. I don't know what how many languages. So, okay, that's why English is so hard for me because something is sound like it, but it's not that word, you know. Like I'm always like chicken kitchen, something like that, like I eat kitchen in the chicken. So this is what like so confusing, like many things like I have to ask all the time. If I talk to you and I went to Google Translate, just understand and forgive me, okay? So because I try to pick up, to try to learn the best I can. So my students, they come from the students who are the young parents street, red light street, have been physical abuse, sexual abuse, a lot of things going on with their life. They have both parents, the parent prostitute, brothel, and then they are not qualified to orphan home. We have 8 boys this year. And then we start in 2009. We start from apartment. Well, let me see. Apartment from here to just here to the where set play drum, right? Just about that. And then there is a restroom, bathroom for us. And I took 2 kids first. And the owner of the apartment said, "Fa, you cannot have children here. This is not for children." I said, "Okay, I hear. Okay." Then I stayed 1 week. And then she come after 1 week. I stayed 2 weeks. So we start from apartment. Because the student, when I volunteer and work, and then I saw the student on the red light street with teacher, adult, and then really, really hungry, thirsty. Nobody cares about, nobody talk about. Have a lot of abuse inside. They contact my eyes. That boy, he didn't say anything to me, but his eye told me that, help me. I feel myself. I saw myself when I'm a little girl. No one wanted, even the village. Everybody told me that your dad not even love you. How are you going to start this ministry? You're going to do this, you're crazy. Do you know your church might have like church planting pastor? I'm a church, not church, children home planting. I used to have 2 more children at another drop-in center. At the first children's home, really easy kid. Somebody, I talk and pray, and then I write it out and help them start children home 1 and 2. And the third home, children who physical and sexual abuse from street. They are living no food in the slum area. Everybody says it's so difficult to deal with a lawyer, government psychology, all kind of thing. But because I asked God, use my story that time when I saw that little boy. Use my story the way who I am, what I have. Amen. I'm nobody, I'm nothing. Everybody told me, you cannot do this far because of you have nothing, you form orphan, and then also you are your tribe, you're a woman. I believe that, but the Bible tells me story. For long to short, I believe what God calling me, and I do it. Scary, crying, running after police, running after people who try to, abuse you, all kind of thing. But every time I pray, Jesus, I don't know what to do. I have no one. But I have only you. And then He helped and make things possible and able. So we have 20 kids, 4 girls and 8 for boys. So it's we have our volunteer as for U.S. They come visit. We visit different places, and then the students come from all kind of different places. And then I just would like to. Our executive director, I never said right. She's gonna be share about where the students come from and how we able to share gospel with them too.
Paul calls me the executive director, something like that. Anyway, yeah, I'd love to share the story about this girl you see on the screen. So in March, we were investigating some of the cases to see who we could bring in. And we drove high up into the mountains to visit this girl. So we get to this village. In this village, we have a boy from this village. His mom is a single mom, and she's homeless. And she's the one that greets us when we arrive and takes us to this hut where this girl lives. And we quickly learn that her parents are both deaf. And her speech is really, really behind because she's grown up without that language constantly being spoken in her home. And so knowing that we wouldn't be able to communicate with them, we were told, oh, there's another family. They can interpret for you. We just have to go to their house. So we're walking like literally on the side of the mountain, all right? And we come to this little hut. I mean, it's like really small, okay? And there's one flat space in the whole area right in front of the door. And on that flat space was a man in a wheelchair. And I thought, wow, how does this man go anywhere? Because on both sides of the house, you either go up or you go down. That's got to be really hard to push him up to the road because they're not on the road. And then I realized his wife, she's blind in one eye. And I thought to myself, wow, here we have the lame and the blind taking care of the deaf and the homeless and advocating. And I'm like, where are the village leaders? We passed homes that were nicer than this one. Where are those people who are able to help? They weren't there. They weren't helping. The least of these were caring for the least of these. And wow, our hearts were so touched. My heart was so broken that we both laughed, like, we have to help this girl. It was a very difficult case because she's from Laos. Her mom was from Laos, and she came over to Thailand and remarried. And this girl has no documents, no birth certificate, no ID. She cannot go on to school because she cannot leave her village and attend another school without her ID. So what's going to happen to her if we couldn't help her? Well, this 12-year-old girl, she would probably either be married. Some man can just come along in the village and take her and force her to marry him and become his slave. Or she'll be forced into other forms of slavery. So today you see her smiling, right? Because she's at the Grow Home and she's learning and growing and getting so much better. We found out later that her stepfather had been abusing her as well. So we're so grateful. Her face was not like this when I met her back in March, but today she's smiling.
Thank you, Christina. So this is a wonderful story for the girl. And then, do you know them? This one? So actually, AIM, just T, not T, it's actually team, like Living Hope Community Church. So I would like to tell you that, I would like to tell the truth. This team have been working so hard in the home, in the school, outreach, and then in the village. This team is, I would say, the best team ever, what we ever have. Play with the kid, even the kid. Do not, we don't need to, they survive by 7-Eleven, breakfast time. In the middle of nowhere, had nothing, no restaurant, nothing that. You can remind that Darren and Seth here, Laura, you're there. And then, Abby as well, right? And spend time, make pizza. The students waiting to eat pizza a lot, and the kitchen just so small room, and they just with a ton of people, many people together. But the student, pizza, gonna have pizza, and then you have to drive 2 hours to get cheese. Who gonna do for you that? Even not your team from your church, right? And they all kind of thing, buying all kind of thing, hang out with the student. The children love and miss everybody. And I want to thank you all the church members, all the leaders who support those kids that day, 2017. And today for me, I'm so encouraging to see Darren and they're so sad here, and then Lola here helping with your church. New generation to share and to carry the word of the word of passion of for the church move forward. Do you know Pastor Mike? He didn't pay me any cent to say this. But I'm anyway, happy pastoral appreciation day, Pastor. What I see, he's out understanding for cross-combination culture, and to see the leading the team with his wife together. And then get experience day by day. We don't have schedule. And work so hard in the really hard and very many things. And we do a lot of Buddhist country, public country, but if we able to share gospel, the word of God, with many children. A teacher heard about Jesus too. That's really great opportunity for us, right? And then we took pastor and then all the team to the village. No electric, no water. Some of the children came from that. We don't drink water at that day, right? Do you remember? We didn't even have to go to restroom at all. We just eat the bamboo leaf on on the floor. And then we eat by hands and try to spoon, and they have some pops drink too. But I don't know how to eat because no ice maybe. I don't think they have ice that day. So there is so much fun. Thank you. Thank you so much for your impact and influence to not only the children, but so many ways. And then so also the children also, our home, they really craft, handmade, that thing is, our children, they make 50%, we help the children, at 30% for community, and 20% we are management that. So our children, they learn many things to skills, many ways. Not only just come study and go to school, and therefore do that. They have devotion 5:30 in the morning, and they do chores after that, and they shower and go to school. And then we have a lot of fishing, we eating. During COVID time, we sharing to our community as well, to eat a tilapia and a catfish. And also we have 21 type of fruit. You know, the king of fruit in the world is durian. Do you know durian? Smell like hell. But when you eat, like heaven, so delicious like heaven, do you know? Maybe you feel like, I cannot take that, you're right? But that's the king of the fruits. So we have different mango, orange. Actually, the middle one, the girl holding orange. When I came to US, orange. Somebody asked me in the little Sunday school, this what do you like? I said, I like orange because orange is big like this, orange. And they say, my country orange, green. Oh, you not smart. You know, the little girl told me because I don't know about orange color. I said, my orange is green color. So the girl think I'm not smart. So I take it because I play with the kids. So that is it. And then we also, the children also like, leadership and all kind of thing. Some of the students, he's 12 years old, first cake and first birthday and first Bible. He don't talk in 2 months. And then after that, we have devotion go through by like this, and some other kid help, and now he able to talk and writing, very beautiful. We not work with only children, we work with family. So the family, the student never met. After 10 years, able to meet the parents as well. We are very grateful. This is another, see, do you see that your team? The team from your church. We in the middle of nowhere is nothing there. Everything shopping from 7-Eleven, but they know better than me. They shopping, eat every morning for breakfast there. So the team, right? They work hard every day. They don't waste time even 1 second. Their free time is put a lot of energy, play with the kids for football or soccer or all kind of things, right? So we are so blessed by all the team members who came here. To grow home back to. I hope you're going to send the team back to Thailand. I pray that for years. This is what happened. Okay, I do my construction work. This is what I mean. Start from apartments. We have almost 10 buildings. The A is a boy, A and B is for boys. B just finished in last June. The F and H gonna be at the girls' home. Behind F, we're gonna build the girls' home, the third home. Each home we can have only 8 children by the side, and the government say. So not easy for me to do the main job, I'm not that strong, I'm not like robot, I'm not like Iron Man, like or Superman. So we also, my trip to come here for fundraising trip for the girls' home and then additional land. I think our PG, maybe you can share a little bit about that. Yeah, sorry.
Right. Well, first I'll just give you a little bit of information about the land. So as we build buildings on our current 9 acres, we're taking away farmland. So as you probably picked up, we have an agricultural program. It feeds our kids good quality, healthy food. It gives them training in farming skills. And as Fa mentioned, during COVID, we were actually able to serve the community around us when everything shut down and people needed food. We were able to provide that for them. So we need more land. Now this land that you see outlined is additional land. There's actually 100 acres here, but it's like $3 million. We're like, okay, we're not gonna do that. I said, Fa, why don't you go ask the owner if he'll sell us, just a few parcels, a small piece. And he said, no. He's like, Fa kept calling him and she said, he keeps telling me, if you're gonna call me and ask me about the land, don't call me. Because I'm not gonna do it. Well, I wanna sell the whole thing. So over time, the first generation died, the second generation's taking over, and the third, she went and talked to the third generation, and, kept bugging him every month, calling, hey, will you do this for us? Then one time, about a year and a half ago now, they said yes. And they said, every day our workers come and work there. And sometimes they need to use the restroom and you let them in. And sometimes, third generation, he's there and he sees and he hears how Fa and his staff treat the kids, how they love them, how clean the campus is, how they're sharing Jesus. They're believers. And they said, you know what? We love what you're doing, and we will sell you that land. So we bought, actually there's 2 pieces there. We bought half of it at the end of last year, and we fundraised. Within the first couple weeks, we raised the money for the second half, so when she goes back, she will begin that process of purchasing that land. And that's going to, again, allow us to build another girls' home. We have, we had 20 girls. We built the second home, so 8 girls moved there. Well, that leaves 12 girls in that original home for 8. So the government's going to come and inspect again, and they're going to want to know, why is there 12 girls here? It's too crowded. You need to move them. And I'm sure Fa would probably say, well, which 4 would you like to care for? Here's their schedule. You can do everything. Here's the food they eat. And then they're going to say, no, you go ahead and keep them, right? Because she's done that before in other cases. But anyway, so we want to build the new home, and we can put some girls there. The new home will be for 12. It'll be a little bit larger, and then we'll have room to bring in more kids. So like that little girl I shared, when kids do not have papers, documents, they are trafficked so easily. They can disappear. Nobody ever find them. So the list, she has 2 books full of applications of kids who need our help. So she does what she can to help those people who can't come to our home, and maybe they won't need to in the future, but there's many, many, many more. And we would love for you guys to continue to help us to rescue them. And just like Fa didn't share this story, but I will share it. If you've seen the movie Sound of Freedom, you get an idea of one-way trafficking happens, right? Well, and Fa shared when she was little about the men coming to her village and her dad refusing. But there's another story that she shared with me. When she was a little bit older, she was in the field working, but her mom was still alive. She's in the farm, she's barefoot, she's dirty. You can imagine her hair is matted, whatever. And someone comes and says, you have to come to the village. The teacher wants you to come back. She's calling all the girls to come to the village. And so Fa, why do I have to do this? I'm busy. But she went, and she said she saw many of her friends. They had gone, they'd showered, they were in clean clothes, and standing there. And she's like, what are they doing? Why are they showering in the middle of the day? And then they were told, oh, if you go with these people, you will have a better life. You will have families to live with. They'll give you food, education. You're going to be so cared for. And so they lined up the girls. Okay, you get in the van. You get in the van. You get in the van. You stay here. You're dirty. We don't want you. Wow, how God rescued her that day. Again and again and again, God has rescued her. And we want to do that for the kids in Thailand that are in similar situations.
Thank you so much, Regina. So that is for our ministry and how we start from apartment to today. And I'm here for asking you for help by your prayer support, your friendship, your financial, whatever God put in your heart, do that is His will, and everything will be fruitful. Like 2017, your team came. If you see all the front of the playground, right? That the road and all kind of things from your church, helping, really long flight to get in 24 hours. You put financial, you put your heart, you put your energy, and help. Thank you so much for that. And I hope our relationship going to be continue. my prayers in the future as well. And then for like you would like to learn about our ministry, you can go to our website as well. But before finish, I would like to say that how much I really praise God for my life, what He saved me. From 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and ever. I don't know Him, but He knows my heart. He knows my prayer. If you struggle with something in your life, you have been waiting, keep continue prayer, even He knows. But God listen your word, your prayer every word. He never forget. He make it possible. Ask God to use your story, who you are, what you have, from your family, your church, your local friend, work. Your church is impact to globally from here, like locally. Thank you so much for having us, and God bless you ค่ะ ขอบคุณมากค่ะ
We do want to open it up if anyone has questions, and we'll be happy to answer those. If you don't want to ask them here, you can catch us in the hall. We'll be about here, and then we're going to move our booth over to the gym during the lunch. So if you don't catch us here, you can catch us there. Are you allowed to come up? Okay.
Does anybody have a question? You can ask. So I'll hold this microphone if anybody wants to come up, but you have to ask quickly because Holy Spirit stops in 4 minutes. So wait. No, you are loud enough. Trust me.
How much resistance does the government of Thailand give you in your efforts? You said like you have 8 children, they come in, they inspect, say, oh, you've got 12, you've got a problem here. But like in this country, we just take it for granted. The government gets very involved with the children, and helps, allows, supports it, to some level. In Thailand, you're telling us that these children aren't wanted, they're more of a problem than anything else, but the government doesn't allow you then. Kind of, it's better to ask forgiveness than permission type thing. Are you fine?
Thank you for your question. What's your name?
Stephen.
Thank you, Stephen. So our government basically not help any sense. We are a non-profit organization, and then we are like Christian organization, but they're telling us what to do, really strict. That's why I have to get social workers, license of a degree that, and also for like government is basically they came every year, but sometimes they show up like not even have any letter and they just come. So we didn't get help from government anything, but we do like legal register all document and for present to the government to know that we are like cooperate and follow all child protection policy. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Stephen. Yes. Pass the mic.
Over. Oh, you're pointing. Here?
You mentioned that a lot of children do not come with documentation. What is it, I guess, an extensive or difficult process to get them documentation? Is that required in order for them to attend school?
It is required. Our schools have a good working relationship with our ministry, and so they trust that we are working on those documents and they will allow our kids to start attending school. And that's something we do start on right away. It can take anywhere from 6 months to 2 years, depending on how difficult the case is. But we want to do that. If we don't do that, it looks like we're trafficking them because we're taking them, who knows, right? So we want to be above board on everything. Thank you very much. And did he also have a question or same question? Okay.
And I will say really quickly, Fa is like above board on everything. Like she does what she's meant to do and even more. That's what she's like very strict about making sure she's doing what she needs to be doing. And like even the school that we went to in 2017, that wasn't necessarily normal. It wasn't normal that the students could hear the gospel. It wasn't normal that the teacher would hear the gospel. And so like because of who she is and her rapport that she builds and making sure she's doing all the things that she should be doing for the community and stuff, people trust her. So she gets opportunity where many people don't. So just wanted to, did somebody raise their hand? You were just pointing. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, I have a few questions. So question number one, obviously we'll be praying for you in general. What's a specific or two specific things that we can be praying for?
Pray for, first of all, like pray for our children, and then for hire new staff. It's really hard for us to, like for children, like we have now to take care, because some children, they eat poop because a lot of trauma. They eat a lot of, mess up or the building and that kind of thing. And then pray for wisdom for myself, healthy for, I have to make decision every day, not only for the house, but many things. Yeah. And then also we have ongoing, not only the project, the house, but for like a monthly, ongoing monthly support as well. Yeah.
And so financially speaking, would you say your number one goal that you're trying to reach is this girls' home? Is this the number one financial thing that you're trying to tackle right now?
Yes, now, yeah.
And how, so we can help by praying, we can help by financial help, but how does that look? We go to the website, how are we able to help? Do you guys offer one-time payments, the stuff sold? Just tell me the different ways that can help financially.
Okay, well, you have a lot of options.
Yeah.
You can stop by our table and purchase something there. You can mail us a check. We have envelopes there. You can go to our website and donate there. You can donate. I have credit card and things like that here today. I will let you know if you donate towards the girls' home. The home is going to cost around $80,000. We have 14,000 left. And we have a match. So as soon as we raise that $14,000, we have a $30,000 match. It's going to kick in, and that will finish our home. So if you do decide to give specifically to the home, your donation will be matched.
Awesome. Very cool.
And they also not just financial donation things, but I would like the team come. Pastor, when you're gonna come back with your church? Welcome. Come and play and help and with us.
2025.
Amen.
It's not a joke. All right, so 2025. We'll see you there.
Amen.
So my last question, because I have always wondered this, and I've probably asked you, but how do you do it? How do you do this? This is like such a big job. Like, you're taking care of a lot of kids that came from a lot of troubled areas, and you're in it every day, no break. How do you do it? How can, if God has a calling on our life, what should we be doing? What do you do? Teach us some of your tips and tricks.
Oh, October 31st. Well, actually, Pastor, I don't know what we're doing, how to start. 2009, and today is 14 years. I don't know how this started. We don't know how to do it. Until today, I don't know how to do it. Just God did it. He is. But I'm not doing it by my brain. my heart, because God knows my brain so little, and God knows my heart what I want to. But every day I do by my need, pray and ask Him, am I go with that? Of course, really difficult job, really hard. But you have to be honest and obey to Him. And His promise to use my story, He calling me and He chose me. This is what I believe. And my encouraging is the children who walk with the Lord and see them growing and then, serve God. Not easy because someday I have very bad day. My children not in the God way walking. I have a lot of issue too. I can share 1,000 story. Thank you. Another thing is, Pastor said that he's not right. He said that I don't have day off, free time, right? I still have day off, free time when I sleep. So,
Which is about 4 hours a night.
4 hours.
Yeah, for 4 hours. For 4 hours. So that's my last question. But like, by the example that Fa sets in Thailand, you can see that the kids are being led by her example. And like, as Paul says, follow me as I follow Christ. Like, this is Fa's life. Like, if you actually were able to see her day to day, you would see like, yeah, the kids, why do the kids wake up at 5:30 and do their devotions and then do chores, all this stuff before they even go to school? It's because the example is set and taught. And then you get into, we spent some time in worship while we were there and prayer, and like these kids, I'm like, what is going on? Like, they're just diving in, like wanting to know Jesus more, and it's like, why do you think they're like that? Yes, they came to know Jesus, but through the help of Fa and her ministry. So it's incredible. Like, just being there was ridiculous. So I was very thankful for us meeting in New Hampshire and then creating a relationship and stuff. But yeah, thank you so much.